We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area at the open today and back down towards red bars. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator at 9:45 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on a 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within hours, guys. And if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY pushing back up here after finding support near the 409 area, fighting to stay above 410, and we're going to talk about what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, and what the inflow versus outflow is showing in bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot at 4:56 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision into the bell and after the bell, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys, after the bell. And as you see, they're popping up within the screen, within the options chain. Some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition, as I stated earlier in the video, from white with red borders, as I called the dip area on 42 vision, to the rip area of bright green bars and back down towards red bars so far, from the rip area back down towards the dip area. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator since 4/12/74, coming down towards the 409 area, and outflows crossing over in the first half of the day and dominating for most of the day. Now, within this outflow crossover and slowdown down here at around negative 4.12, we're having a divergence here and a bounce back up, back above 410. The bulls are trying to pull away from it, and a rejection is happening pretty much live here in the video at around the 412 area, where things rejected earlier in the day. This is a pivotal resistance level here within the volatility that I would not ignore, and it's going to be crucial if the bulls are going to have any real strength here to cancel out this bear indicator and get these inflows back up towards the midpoint. So I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But when we zoom out here and we look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here how outflows crossed over to the downside, guys. Now, CPI data came out, lots of volatility and strength there in the pre-market. Inflows crossed over, once again, bull indicator at 410, and it ran up to 414, almost 415 area. Now, in the live action of intraday, right, within the day's volatility, things have pulled down to the downside, right, from 415, 414 area all the way down to 409. Outflows crossed over, and now they're slightly slowing down here at negative 2.71 on the 1 hour chart. Now, a bear indicator popped up and confirmed here at 411.45. Right now, it's slightly above that, and it's going to be crucial and critical here for the bulls to reappear with a bull indicator canceling out this bear indicator, and for these inflows to pick back up towards the midpoint, guys. This is pretty far down, some of the highest outflows that we've seen since way back here on Thursday of last week, when the SPY was around 404, 405 area and under a bear indicator from the 411 mark. And that's not that far off from where a bear indicator popped up today, guys. Now, I'm not stating that same exact move to the downside is going to happen and that outflows will go as far down as -7 or -6, but it is something to not overlook and miss here. And there is a fight going on where the bulls reappeared here around the 409 area, and they're fighting to stay above 410. And we've talked about how important that support is based off the history of the chart and the consolidation that had been happening here between the 410 and 413 area. So right now on the 1 hour, there is a bear indicator. Outflows are dominating, and if there's going to be any strength to be justified as it's trying to come back up and try to break through 412, these inflows would need to start to pick back up towards the midpoint. That is something to not ignore, especially that this bear indicator has confirmed here and popped up on the 1 hour in today's live action. Now, when we go back to the 30-minute, we can see within the volatility that there's been a transition from red bars down towards dark green bars, right? Trying to come back up here, but a bear indicator is still in effect here, and it's something to not ignore. But when we zoom into the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see here that in the first half of the day, a bear indicator popped up, double rejection up here around 413.50 area. Things dropped down to 410, bounced back up, rejected around the 412 area, came back down. Outflows dominated all day, and here we are in the second half of the day with a bull indicator popping up at around 410.60 and inflows trying to come back up. This is going to be crucial and critical, because if this goes ahead and pierces right through and comes up through the midpoint to the upside and inflows start to dominate here on the 15-minute chart, it could quickly start to reflect into the charts and retest newer resistance levels in today's volatility before the end of the day. And if that rolls over to the 30-minute and 1 hour, it could show us the possibility of further strength going into tomorrow. So this is going to be a critical level here of inflow versus outflow that I would not overlook. I'm going to pay close attention to this going into tomorrow. These inflows crossing over, bull indicator popped up, and if this strength can roll over to the 30-minute, it can eventually cancel out this bear indicator from up here at around the 412.80, 412.70 area, and these inflows could start to pick up, switch from red to green, and try to come back up towards the midpoint. That's going to be crucial and critical, and I would watch this very carefully going into tomorrow. Now, what are the key levels I would watch to the upside and to the downside? Well, the first thing is support, and that is 410, guys. 410 is a crucial support level here. It's where things bounce back up and leveled off before running up towards 414 in the pre-market. It's where things try to hold up here in the intraday reaction, and where that bear indicator popped up, it came from 410 back up to 412, rejected 412, pierced through it, and now it's right back up above it. So 410 is going to be crucial. The next level below that, if these outflows continue to the downside and they go ahead and reject here on the 15-minute and do not cross over, if not they come back down, well, then the next support below 410 would be the 408 area, and then 405, and we'll have to reassess and see what is going on within the volatility at those levels. Now, to the upside, it is going to be crucial for these inflows to switch from red to green, head towards the midpoint, and bring that strength into the 15-minute to cross over. And not only that, but the 1 hour as well, guys. It's way down here at negative 2.71. Cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator, reflecting that strength into the charts. And on the 1 hour, if the inflows can't cross over, at least switch from red to green, heading towards the midpoint. And on the 30-minute, bringing itself back up, crossing over on the 15-minute, and having that strength roll over into the 30-minute, and eventually get that reflection of strength into the charts and canceling out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. And the first resistance would be the 412 area. Then above that is 414. And then I'll be watching the 415 to 418 area. Based off the history of the chart, those are critical levels to the upside. And based off today's price action, 412.50, 412 area. Then above that, the 414 to 415 area. And then comes the 418 area. These are the critical levels I would watch to the upside and to the downside. And also these bull and bear indicators will be crucial as these inflow versus outflows, as the 15-minute is approaching pretty close. If it crosses over, as it just did live in the video, and it could stay above it, it's going to be crucial for this bull indicator to continue strong, continue to break through those key resistance levels as I mentioned. We want these inflows to continue higher, and we want this to roll over that strength into the 30-minute as we see it here, going from red to green and heading towards the midpoint, guys. As I was describing in the video, these are the key levels we are looking for, and this is what we want to see continue going into the after hours and going into tomorrow. And also, the closer this gets to the midpoint and the higher it goes and reflects that strength into the charts, eventually this bear indicator can possibly get canceled by a possible bull indicator, guys. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.